Uncle Master, this is a 5th grade soul-nourishing pill. The ingredients alone cost 300 spirit stones. You added waste or slag? What if the batch fails? What do you know? A spent spirit stone may be drained of spiritual energy, but it has a special use, absorbing impurities. The stone absorbs the impurities in the pill liquid. That makes the pill even purer. My master's secret technique, passed down for 3 generations. But these 3 stones are way too ugly. It's not like you're marrying them. Why do they need to look good? Seal the furnace.
Add heat.
Refine it for another 2 hours. Where am I? I'm inside a furnace. I was thrown into a pill furnace. If I'm transmigrating anyway, I could at least be a rat. A stone. A spent spirit stone used as a catalyst. Spirit devouring system bound. Host, spent spirit stone. Mortal grade spirit rank. Talent, devour all things. Devour spiritual objects. 100% converted into evolution points. Current environment. 5th grade soul nourishing pill liquid. High spiritual energy content. Devour? I've lived 2 lives, but I've never been this hungry.
Devour.
Evolution points plus 16. Evolution points plus 18. Evolution points plus 15. This one's the real prize. Eating this will feel like New Year's. Sorry, alchemist. Refine me in your next life. I definitely won't be picky about the grade. Devouring an unfinished soul-nourishing pill. Evolution points 500. Evolution points 100/100ths. First evolution complete. Form. Spent spirit stone. First rank spirit ore. Damn, no. Where's my pill? Stop yelling. Your pill is here. You're alive? My name is Li Fan. A meteor killed me yesterday. I woke up today inside this stone. Then you ate my 5th grade soul-nourishing pill. I was hungry. 300 spirit stones, 17 herbs. Do you know how long it takes to refine a batch of soul-nourishing pills? From selecting herbs to controlling the fire. A full 2 days. Your pill wouldn't have formed anyway. The loose pill energy was heated too long. It had started to break down. Didn't you smell it burning when you opened the furnace? Can you teach me pill refining? I'm not teaching you. I'm reminding you. Next time, lower the heat before the pill energy starts breaking down. Don't keep cranking the fire. Herbs aren't firewood. Why did this stone turn green? It was black when it came in this morning. It changed by itself. It absorbed the essence of a whole soul-nourishing pill from the liquid. It evolved from a mortal-grade spirit stone to first-rank spirit ore. Stop hiding that 4th-grade Crimson Sun pill in your pouch. You can sense the pill inside a storage pouch? A storage pouch can't block spiritual energy fluctuations. Next time I test you, I'll use a higher-grade pill. Don't try to fool me with 4th-grade stuff. What grade is this one? A 5th-grade pill has twice the spiritual energy of a Crimson Sun pill. But you've stored this one too long. The pill shell is dry. Its potency has dropped. He did 3 things at once inside the furnace. Devoured pills, evolved, and talked to me. He also adjusted the pill liquid's circulation speed. 3 actions at once. Do you still say he's a spirit stone? Or is something that hasn't hatched yet? Say it 100 times. It won't change. This batch of foundation establishment pills. The heat is fine. The herbs are fine too. But there's half an inch of pill rust on your furnace walls. You didn't clean it properly after the last batch exploded. When the pill liquid touches that residue, a furnace mishap is inevitable. Uncle Master, After the lost batch exploded, you told me to clean it. I wiped it 3 times. 3 wipes and it still looks like this? I wiped the outside. Payment. A 4th grade Crimson Sun pill. Immortal Father. Immortal Father. Evolution points. 389 1/1000ths of a. Fine, today's pill formula is better than yesterday's. Tell me, how will you handle this batch? Yesterday you said pill energy breaks down when the heat is too high. So when should I lower the heat for a foundation establishment pill liquid? When the liquid turns from dark gold to pale gold. You always wait until it turns clear. That's too late. Lower the heat when it turns golden. But the pill shape hasn't formed yet. If you wait until it forms before cutting the heat, the pill energy will burn. You're refining foundation establishment pills, not charcoal grilled meat. Ignore me. You two keep going. First time I've heard a stone give a lesson. It's pretty fresh. Did it advance? Number. Then why isn't he critiquing it? The mid-grade potency is 30% stronger than yesterday's batch. But the heat control is still off. When you lowered the heat, you hesitated for about 2 breaths. You can tell from 2 breaths? Your furnace pressure shook 3 times in 2 breaths. My hand didn't shake. The furnace doesn't shake. What grade of pill furnace can you enter now? Below 5th grade. Any higher and the furnace pressure is too strong. My stone shell can't take it. So you still can't enter a golden core furnace? Not yet. That's enough for today. I'm going to the spirit material storehouse for tomorrow's herbs. Stay here. Anything else? That batch of green leaf grass in your storeroom has been stored for over 3 years. Nearly half its spiritual energy is gone. Don't use it tomorrow. You smelled my storeroom from across the whole alchemy peak? I said sensed it. How many times do I have to tell you? Ding. Evolution points. 456 1/1000ths of a. Host form. 2nd rank spirit ore. Next form. 3rd rank spirit crystal. 544 evolution points needed for the next evolution. New ability unlock condition detected. At 500 evolution points, a spirit stone clone can be activated. It can split off a small piece of spirit stone. It shares senses with the main body. A clone. Evolution points plus 8. Evolution points plus 10. Haul this pile away early tomorrow. Alchemy Peak waste can't stay overnight. The steward said so. It attracts bugs. Fine, I'll bring a cart tomorrow morning. Evolution points. 498. Evolution points. 1,000 1/1000ths of a. Spirit stone clone unlocked. 100 evolution points deducted to create a clone. Remaining evolution points. 400 1/1000ths of a. He tested the shared senses. The clone's view and the main body's view appeared in his mind at the same time. No delay. Like 2 security feeds running at once. He controlled the clone along the junk pile, slowly rolling out through a gap at the bottom. This kind of precise control took more effort than he expected. Keeping the clone moving used a tiny amount of evolution points every second. The clone rolled into a crack beneath a corridor pillar. It covered itself with gravel and wall dust, leaving just one side facing out. Its view locked onto the corridor, the single-room door, the stone steps, and a girl walking below with her head down. Zhao Zhaoying. The main body stayed in the junk pile. The clone was buried underground. 2 lives, 2 locations. Even if the main body gets hauled away as trash tomorrow, he'll still have an eye on Alchemy Peak. He didn't resist. What is a good corporate drone best at? Drifting through a trash heap. This damn bird's on hunger strike again. It's been 3 days. It won't eat anything. At this rate, I'm gonna lose big. Hey, push steady. You spilled scrap all over my stall. What kind of rock is this? Doesn't look like scrap. Found in a junk pile. Ore slag alchemist Lee ruined yesterday. Ore slag. With that shine, it's at least tier 2, right? Looks pretty good. Perfect to take home for my spirit beast to chew on. Isn't this damn bird chewing its cage? Give it a rock to gnaw on, so it stops squawking. Incomplete bloodline. Badly hurt. Refusing food. It's just a rock, isn't it? Incomplete Ice Emperor bloodline detected. Hey, quit it, okay? Good thing I dug up this rock. Cheap spirit beast cubs for sale. All bred by legit sex. Next match, Luo Qingyan of Sect Leader Peak versus Han Tishan of Scarlet Sky Peak. Luo Qingyan, the sect leader's only daughter? Yeah, that's her. I heard she broke into the Dao realm last month. The sect leader taught her sword moves himself. Han Tishan isn't bad either, right? Early Dao realm, from Scarlet Sky Peak. His blazing sun sword art was even praised by Elder Sun. Depends who you compare him to. Junior sister Luo, please. Begin. You let me win. 3 breaths. Han Tishan lasted 3 breaths against her. She didn't even use a sword move. She just tapped him once with a sword finger. So that's the Ice Emperor sword art. That beast dealer sold it as trash. Guess that makes sense. Still won't eat. What are you, really? There are 2 more matches. After that, I'll take you back to the peak. When he touched you, his hand, it twitched.
His hand is hurt.
I know the fresh scab is hidden under his sleeve. After the second match, I'll get him medicine. What's wrong? Poisoned and badly. Crimson fire powder made for ice-type spirit beasts. It acts fast and has a high fatality rate. Once it enters the bloodstream, it won't last more than 1 incense stick. Crimson fire powder contains crystal rock powder. The sect pharmacy doesn't keep it on hand, because only Crimson Sky Peak in the whole sword sect uses it to cultivate fire-based techniques. Crystal rock powder. Crimson Sky Peak. Ice Emperor cub poisoning detected. Toxin type, crimson fire powder. Toxicity level, high. The toxin has entered the bloodstream. Full onset expected within 1 incense stick. Can it be saved? Host can use Devour to extract the fiery poison aura from its bloodline. The speed must stay within its tolerance. Too fast, and it will spread to the organs. Irreversible. Estimated time, 200. Extraction will also drain the host's spiritual energy. Success rate, 87%, provided it isn't interrupted. Good enough. Purification value +3. Includes toxic impurities. Detox conversion in progress. Conversion complete. Pure purification value +1. Toxin purification value +0.3. Slow, too slow. But with every strand extracted, the gray furball's breathing steadied a little. You were absorbing its poison. What rank are you? A second rank spirit or... Who are you? My name is Li Fan. I was killed by a meteorite. When I woke up, I was inside this stone. My master once said, all spiritual things have their own fate. You saved Ice Phoenix. I trust you. You said a meteorite killed you. Yeah. Then my soul attached itself to this useless spirit stone. Can you not say attached? It sounds like a ghost movie. Then I'll say I live here. You live inside this stone. Still sounds weird. Let me ask you something.
Ask.
What did you do when you were human? A corporate drone. What's a corporate drone? Working till midnight every day, then getting paid peanuts at month's end. Not even enough for a foundation pill. So your devourability is because you couldn't afford to eat in your past life? You can see it that way. You absorbed the poison from crimson fire powder today. Any side effects? Yes. What side effects? Crimson fire powder contains crystal rock powder. Crystal rock powder is pure fire energy. It's incompatible with my neutral attribute. Conversion will be a little slow, probably until tomorrow morning. Before these red lines fully fade, can a cultivation technique help expel it? No, I'm a stone. I have no meridians. I can only force convert it through the system. What's the system? My cultivation technique. I'll investigate where that crimson sun pill came from. The evolution value stopped at an awkward number. 784 1,000ths. Still over 200 short of a third-rank spirit crystal. But the ambient spiritual essence absorbed in the pill room only adds a few points a day. Too slow. It needs a big meal. Like that soul-nourishing pill it swallowed at the start. One shot. Fill the evolution meter all the way. Reach third rank. Unlock Echo Sense. It can record and replay sound clips. Then it can give Luo Qing'an the poisoner's traits from the crimson fire powder. Not to repay anyone's kindness. This stone just can't stand it. But on the tiles he stepped on, there was moss from the roof. The moss held a trace of moisture. That moisture held faint spiritual energy. The stone sensed that familiar spiritual energy pulse. It matched the traces in Ice Phoenix's poison this afternoon. The crystal rock powder residue was identical. Senior brother Joe came outside my practice room late at night. He came to seek advice. Your poison needle is identical to the poison that hit Ice Phoenix today. Junior sister Luo, let's not run into each other in this secret realm. My sword isn't even fixed yet. Junior sister Luo, this secret realm is dangerous. Why not travel together? No need. Why keep me at arm's length, junior sister? He recognized this stone. Late at night, 3 days ago, he crushed that roof tile outside the sect master's peak practice room. When Luo Qing'an held a sword to his throat, the spirit stone sat on the ice jade table by the window. The crimson fire powder needle fell from his sleeve. The dark red powder in the tube was plain to see in the moonlight, and this stone's golden veins shone glaringly bright. Spirit Vein Secret Realm. The name fits. The spiritual energy in this whole place is over 10 times denser than outside. Light particles fill the air like fog. Every breath equals an incense stick of meditation outside. You're absorbing spiritual energy. Obviously, tone it down. You're flashing too fast. People will notice? Evolution value plus 45. Evolution value plus 52. Evolution value plus 48. Third evolution complete. Host form. Second rank spirit ore. Third rank spirit crystal. Active skill unlocked. Spiritual energy sense. Can detect spiritual energy sources within 100 miles. Cultivator rank and attributes. Evolution value cost. 50 points per use. Next form. Fourth rank spirit domain. Evolution value required. 0.5 thousandths. The three stayed still in the stone bellwood forest. How far? How much spiritual energy have you absorbed since we entered? 50 miles southeast. How much to regenerate the secret realm body? Is it enough? 5,000. If I soak in a spirit spring every day, it'll take about 7 days. Extra pills or a spirit or vein would make it faster. Yes. Zhou Yunhe chose this place, not for the spirit or vein. Senior brother Zhou, this trapping array is third rank. The Sect Array Academy manual clearly says it can only trap those below the late foundation stage. Luo Qingyan is already at late foundation stage. Can I trap him? A normal one can't. This is an improved version. At the kill point we added an ice-type spirit stone as a trigger. The cold within will erode the Ice Emperor Sword's intent. Once a late foundation cultivator enters, their spiritual power will be affected too. The longer they fight, the weaker they get. But we don't have an ice-type spirit stone. Han Tishan of Crimson Sky Peak lost his sword in the last tournament. When Luo Qingyan's Ice Emperor Sword froze it useless. This Ice Spirit Stone can counter the Ice Emperor Sword intent. The more sword aura he uses, the faster the cold backlash. Once I trap him, we just close the net from outside. What if Luo Qing hasn't arrived yet? This secret realm is huge. He'll come. The aura of the lava river there and the 10,000-year stalactites chill blend together to form a unique ice-fire spiritual field. In the entire Nine Heavens Sword Sect, only cultivators with the Ice Emperor bloodline can sense both kinds of spiritual energy at once. He'll come. The aura of the lava river there and the 10,000-year stone bell spirits chill are mixed together, forming a unique ice-fire spirit field. In the whole Nine Heavens Sword Sect, only cultivators with the Ice Emperor bloodline can sense both kinds of spiritual energy at once. And in this ice-fire spirit field, there's a coal flame lingi that's about to mature. A 5th rank holy herb. It works wonders for ice cultivators. Luo Qingyan has to come. Even if he doesn't, Zhou Yunhe will spread word about this ice element spirit stone. Last time, he crippled a Chixiao Peak swordsman in 3 moves. This ice spirit stone is just as vital to Chixiao Peak. And this deep, untapped phosphorite vein will draw him here sooner or later. He only needs to wait. There are 3 spots with unusual spiritual energy. They're behind the 3rd stone pillar to the left, under the stalagmite straight ahead, and at the base of the stalactite tree behind to the right. The 3 points echo each other. It's a variant of a triangular spirit trapping array. The core is behind the thickest stone bell grove in the center. Someone buried an ice element spirit stone there. How do you know it's ice element? Because I'm a stone too. He told me he doesn't want to stay in the mud. That's not funny. I'm not joking. That ice spirit stone has 3 cracks. Its spiritual energy keeps leaking out. It hurts. Senior brother Zhou, if you won't show yourself, I'll treat this array as wild. Junior sister Luo, about what happened at Master Peak last time. I was wrong. Today was just a spur-of-the-moment thing. Just a spar between fellow disciples. A spar? 3 people hiding in the dark, setting up a 3rd rank trapping and killing array, with the ice spirit stone as its core. A spar? A 3rd rank trapping and killing array. Its weak point is the 2nd thin stalagmite in the back left. The base of the stalagmite is the array's spirit power hub. It's also where the ice spirit stone's chill is weakest. One strike is enough to break out. What grade was the teleportation talisman he used? Blue-violet runes. Its range is less than 50 li. She's still in the secret realm. Good. The Ice Emperor clan was born in the far north, within the ancient spirit veins of the ice plains. They could control the world's chill by birth. Their bloodline has 3 ranks. The lowest is Frost Feather, the middle is Snow Killing, the highest is Ice Phoenix. His bloodline is a complete Ice Phoenix. A pure top-tier Ice Emperor bloodline. The latter half of the Jade Slip takes a dark turn. That truth erased from the sect's records was like a rusty blade, carving into his sea of consciousness, cut by cut. The Ice Emperor clan was wiped out by the Nine Heavens Sword sect 3,000 years ago. The sect's founder, Trueman Nine Heavens, led the slaughter. The reason for the genocide was just one line. Brief and blunt. Ice Emperor blood can temper a sword core. One complete Ice Emperor skeleton can forge an immortal sword. The core of the Nine Heavens sword was tempered from 99 Ice Emperor remains. The swords carried by past sect leaders, including the Ice Emperor sword hanging in his sword quarters. Use Ice Emperor variant bones as sword bone material, taken from the 327th remains. He suddenly recalled his childhood. When he was playing in the sect's sword graveyard, he pointed at the Nine Heavens sword in the center and asked his master, "Why is that sword red?" His master was silent for a long time before answering. His answer was vague. The patriarch's sword had been stained with much blood. Now he knew whose blood it was. "What exactly are you?" "My name is Li Fan. I was killed by a meteorite. When I woke up, I was in the stone. I told you before. Every word is true. I don't mean anything else. It's just that I just learned. My sword was forged from a sea of my clan's bones. The sect that taught me swordsmanship wiped out my entire clan. The only one I can talk to now is a stone. I have to get answers. Who exactly are you?" "I'm a transmigrator. I'm from another world. After I was killed by a meteorite, I attached to a useless spirit stone. My system panel says I'm common grade. My talent is Devourer. I evolved by eating spiritual energy. I helped an alchemist make pills for Red Sun pills. The Ice Phoenix name was to confirm that Ice Emperor blood can heal. I exposed Zhou Yunhe because his crystal dust poison matched the toxin spectrum that I absorbed. You can't see any of this. I can only put it this way. I don't mean anything else. I just hate hearing a dying bird cry in a cage. It's cold too. Who? My sword never shakes in my hand. Today it shook. It asks if you can absorb some for it too. It says there are blood stains in its bones. They haven't faded in 3,000 years. He knew what that meant. Inside the sword in Luo Qing'an's hand was my remnant soul, but I couldn't hide my soul. I could only hide deep in the sword bones. And whenever a sword bearer gripped the hilt, silently scream. He cursed the heavens in his heart. But I need your help. Put the sword beside me. Don't let go. Its bones are too old. It might hurt a little when I draw it out. We're not going back to Master Peak. Number. Where are we going? The far north ice plains. There's a line of coordinates at the end of the Jade Slip. The ruins of the Ice Emperor clan. I need to see it. He recalled being in the stalactite forest. And the records of the Nine Heavens sword in the Jade Slip. 99 Ice Emperor corpses forged one immortal sword. The sword bone in his Ice Emperor sword came from Cave 327. The coordinates are deep in the far north ice plains. Temple ruins. Abandoned for at least 1,000 years. How do you know? I scanned the Jade Slip with spiritual sense. Besides the text, it also held spatial coordinates. It was within 100 miles. So I found it. Don't scan my things without asking. Then whose things am I supposed to scan? At least ask first. Next time, I'll tell you first. As long as you put me somewhere where I can hear you talk. It's still spring in the spirit vein realm. But here, it's so cold that even your breath turns to ice crystals emitter. Your clan lived in a place like this. In the year 3400 of the bright emperor calendar, Master Nine Heavens led sword sect disciples into the far north. They slaughtered my clan, took their bones, and forged an immortal sword. With my last drop of blood, I planted a curse here. Any descendant of the Ice Emperor bloodline, on the day their bloodline awakens, the curse will begin. The higher their cultivation, the shorter their life. The higher my cultivation, the faster I cultivate, the sooner I die. The temple, the Ice Emperor clan's last temple. The Ice Emperor clan's last sacred flame. It has burned for 3,000 years without dying out. Put me down. Why? Your clan's remnant souls are sealed in the Ice Emperor sword. I only absorbed part of them in the realm last time. Most are still deep within the sword bones. They haven't dispersed in thousands of years. The sacred flame is the Ice Emperor clan's core energy. It can make the remnant souls appear for a while. You're kneeling here alone. They can't see you. Let them come out and see you. Before the last Ice Emperor died, they activated the bloodline curse. They sealed all the clan's remnant souls in the temple, waiting for a descendant to come. They waited 3,000 years. They're watching you too. Watching what? Watching the very last living clan member return with their sword. This place is too remote. No one should come here. But he was still worried. He could clearly sense the two powers intertwining inside him. The Ice Emperor bloodline was awakening. The bloodline curse was growing stronger too. The stronger his cultivation, the closer his death. But he couldn't stop it. Once the inheritance was interrupted, it wouldn't just cause bloodline backlash. The remnant souls would sink deep into the sword bones again, unable to rest for 3,000 years. Those remnant souls that waited 3,000 years in the temple couldn't wait any longer. He could only do one thing, while the inheritance continued. He began devouring the ancient ice spirit energy left in the temple.
He frantically raised his rank.
He needed something strong enough to stand in front of him at a crucial moment. Not just a 7th rank stone that could talk and glow. The stone shell had fully changed into a dark green spirit crystal. The golden lines were no longer patterns. They extended from deep within the stone core, forming a complete spiritual energy cycle. Each golden line was an independent spirit vein channel. And this stone core of his was a beating heart of spiritual energy. The final memory of the inheritance. The trigger for the bloodline curse. The day the Ice Emperor bloodline awakens. Is the day the curse begins. The lifespan limit is locked at 100 years. A saint can live for 10,000 years. But I won't live past 100. And within 100 years, with peak Dao-slaying cultivation, it's impossible to reach quasi-emperor unless the first find an emperor herb. An emperor herb is said to break all curses, an ancient divine medicine that extends life to its limit. It only appears occasionally in ancient emperor tombs. None have been found in tens of thousands of years. Even immortality elixirs haven't. It may not be possible to find one. Luck, time, and resources were all against him. Li Fan, I'm going to find a way to break the curse. I may go to very dangerous places. I may face saint-level foes. It's too dangerous for a 7th rank spirit crystal to follow me. What do you mean? Stay in the temple. The ice spirit energy here has built up for 10,000 years. It's enough for you to evolve for a long time. When I find a way to break the curse, I'll come back for you. You're going alone? Yes. Do you know where the Emperor Herb is? Number. Do you know who can break the Ice Emperor curse? Number. So you're just going to search everywhere? Luo Qingyan set off without even knowing what to look for. You're not searching for a cure. You're throwing your life away. In life,
Some answers.
only come after you take the first step. I have no way back. I saved up 7 tiers of evolution points for my first chance to take human form. I wanted to wait for a better time. Like when he was hurt, or needed someone to take a sword for him, or when he found an imperial herb and could finally live. But those chances may never come. Half transformation cooldown complete. Tonight's duration, 1 incense stick. Transform. Transform. 1 incense stick isn't much time. Maybe just enough to run from the temple to the edge of the ice field. He knew he couldn't catch up, but he knew if he didn't try, he'd think of this moment every time he transformed. Don't die. Alchemist Li, I'm Li Fan. Luo Qingyan left. I'm in the far north ice field. Senior brother Li, open up. Your herbs are here. And 3 jars of spirit wine, Alchemist Li specially, had someone bring from the southern region. This damn far north is so cold my feet are falling off.
He said he was going to find something.
I haven't transformed yet, so I couldn't catch Manager Zhao. That stash of yours by the alchemy room wall, I found it by accident. I didn't steal it. I'm keeping it for you. Hide it again? And I'll tell Alchemist Li. The 10,000-year ice spiritual energy in the temple has been nearly drained. The glow on the ice pool's surface has faded from dark blue to pale white. The sacred flame is still burning, but the flame is half an inch shorter than before. Its current form is a 7th-tier spirit crystal. The dark green stone box is covered in dense gold patterns, like a star map compressed into a palm-sized space. Transformation time has gone from 1 incense stick to 2 hours. But it can still only form at night. By day, it's still a stone. You're sure you're leaving today? Yes, if I stay any longer, I'll drain the temple's spiritual energy dry. This little family estate your ancestors left behind can't all go to waste on 1 stone like me. You're not a stone. You're a 7th-tier spirit crystal. To people who don't know better, a 7th-tier spirit crystal is just a prettier stone. You're going to find him? Yes. Do you know where he is? No, but 3 months ago, when he left, he said he was looking for a way to break the curse. There are only 3 things that can break the Ice Emperor bloodline curse: imperial herbs, sacred pills, or immortal arts sealed in ancient ruins. I've never seen an imperial herb. I can't afford sacred pills. As for ancient ruins, I searched every Ice Emperor clan record in the temple. All records of the curse were erased. But he has that jade slip. There are still parts of it I haven't scanned. If there are any clues about the curse left in this world, the most likely place is where all kinds of people gather, where you can buy anything. Blackwind territory. When I was in the cage, I heard beast traders say, cultivators go there to auction information, pills, and treasures you can't get anywhere else. The Blackwind territory's underground ghost market. The Great Wasteland's biggest underground auction. No questions about where it came from. No questions about the buyer. They only take spirit stones. If you were Luo Qingyan, holding the secret of the Ice Emperor's curse, where would you go for help? The righteous sects? Give me a break. The moment those so-called righteous sects hear Ice Emperor, their first thought won't be helping.
It'll be digging up debts from 3,000 years ago.
He could only look for connections at the underground ghost market.
I'm going to. You stay here and watch the place. The lingering souls in the temple need a living thing to keep them company. Otherwise, after 3,000 years without anyone to talk to, they'll go crazy. They're already dead. They've been dead for 3,000 years. The dead get lonely too. After you find him, bring him back once. The sacred flame is about to go out. They want to see him one more time.
Okay.
Well, you finally came out. Master Li asked me to pass along a message. He says you still haven't given him all the pill formulas you owe him. Don't die out there. Why are you here? If I didn't come, who'd bring you medicine? You ate half a cartload of my red sun pills in 3 months. I've got it all on the bill. And that round-faced little girl of yours, Zhao Jiaying, keeps coming by every few days to ask, is Stone back yet? She's talked his ears off. Total, 200 red sun pills, 50 soul-nourishing pills, countless foundation-building pill ingredients, worth in spirit stones. Forget it, you'd better not hear this. Don't worry, I'll send this bill to Master Li. He's got money. I'm leaving today. This is a bit that fell off when you first evolved. That girl picked it up like it was treasure and kept it for over half a year. She said it belongs to you. In case you get lost out there, you can still sense the way back. Tell him I'll be back once I find him. All right, I'll tell him now. And tell him the snacks you owe him. During these months in the ghost market, he got thinner and colder. Not the cold of Ice Emperor blood. It was the kind of cold a loner gets after fighting through the gray zone for 3 months. An instinctive wariness of everyone. An ice relic left behind when the ancient ice phoenix was reborn. Starting bid, 50,000 spirit stones. The only cure for the Ice Emperor bloodline curse. 3 days ago, he traded a 5th rank holy herb
He brought out of the secret realm.
to pry this from the ghost market's oldest information broker. The broker said one more thing. The relic can only delay the curse. It can't cure it, but he had no other choice. 50,000, 55,000, 60,000, 70,000. He put up every spirit stone he had, 3 5th rank pills, and a pair of bracers he brought from the sect. 100,000. 100,000, going once. The Ghost Gate sect, the local tyrants of Blackwind territory. They're ruthless and never follow the rules. 100,000, going once. 100,000, going twice. 1/8 rank spirit crystal. Every cultivator there knew its worth. Spirit stones don't shine by themselves. Artifacts do. An 8th rank spirit crystal. A spirit stone of that rank could be counted on one hand in all the wildlands. This gentleman bids 1/8 rank spirit crystal. Friend, your medicine. You. Don't ask how I got here. Take the medicine first. You traded your true form for a relic? Are you crazy? Over a month ago, he left behind that gentleness when he left the temple. He gave it back to him in the ghost market. Why not? It's only one piece. An 8th rank spirit crystal. A wet behind the ears kid dares steal from me. Do you know who I am? Kid, tear off that arm of yours, and it might spare your life. The spiritual vein circuits of an 8th rank spirit crystal are worth far more than this relic. You want this arm? Yes, come take it. He had cultivated for most of his life, yet he'd never seen anything like this. Not a spell, not a divine art, just a stone, showing off a lifetime's worth of savings, turning into a beam of light. A sage's strike.
Try it.
What the hell are you? I'm an 8th rank spirit crystals person. I just spent my one piece. For the next half month, this hand probably won't even hold chopsticks. But he didn't look down at his hand. Did you get the relic? I got it. That's good. Li Fan, your arm. Your hand is ruined. You're that stone. When he left the temple, he left a message with Manager Zhao. But he never thought this girl would follow him here. 3 months apart. She still had that round face, and those eyes she always loved to widen. Only now there were dark circles beneath them. Blackwind territory isn't the outer sect mine. For a servant disciple to make it here, he must have suffered a lot on the way. Yes, I'm that stone. A common spirit grade 1. Picked up at the mine. You said I was ugly back then. I didn't.
You did.
You said this stone was too black. Too rough even for a paving stone. I took it back later. Right, and you stuffed me in a cloth bag and hit me against your belly. Your senior sister nearly thought you stole spirit stones from the mine. Can it be healed? Slowly. Don't use this hand again for the next half month. At most, use your left hand when you transform at night. With whom? It wasn't the gratitude one shows a lifesaver. It was a more complicated gaze. As if while finally recognizing someone, he was also trying to process something he could hardly believe. You're that stone. My name is Li Fan, not stone. Or rather, I started as a stone. Before, in the secret realm, the temple, the ice plains. Because it was just a stone. He never called it stone. It didn't need a name. But now that stone had become a person, standing before him and taking a blow for him, losing an arm. He had to see him anew. This was the highest courtesy for disciples of the sect master's peak. The sword tip touched the ground. He bowed slightly. It meant thanks. At that moment, it wasn't that you owed me a snack. I owed you my life. No need to thank me. You're the first person, since I was picked up from the mine, to treat me like something real. You helped me evolve, took me to the secret realm, and saved me a place in the temple. Even if you hadn't traded this stone for the relic today, I would have traded something else. The ice relic is more useful in your hands than mine. Take the back way. There's an abandoned mine tunnel behind the Ghost Market auction house. It leads straight outside the city. I checked it before coming in. That, thank you, carried a newly awakened, unfamiliar tenderness. As he readjusted to his tone. Let's go. It's not safe here. That old man in black may have been sent flying. But he's carrying a Ghost Gate sect token. The Ghost Gate sect has been established in Blackwind territory for centuries. They've got disciples like rats. It won't be long before someone comes to block us. You're right. When I came in, I saw at least 3 groups of black-robed cultivators searching every stall. By their height and clothes, they're looking for a boy in gray robes. Before they search the auction house. Quit talking. Let's go. Why those 2? Because that woman has a sword that can freeze you to death on her back, and that man's right arm has turned to stone dust. Let them both get some rest. You sleep in the hall. I'll keep watch. So you're from another world? Yeah. What's your world called? Earth. We have cell phones, food delivery, and short videos. I'm just an office drone there. What's on Earth? Working overtime till midnight every day. Then, at the end of the month, your paycheck isn't even enough for rent. One day, a meteor hit me on my way home from overtime. When I woke up, I was inside a chunk of spirit stone. He grew up in the sect. All he ever did was cultivate. He'd never heard of phones or food delivery. But he understood getting hit by a meteor. If anyone else had said that,
He'd have laughed it off as crazy talk.
But the person sitting across from him now, Was someone he saw evolve from a piece of low-grade spirit or into an 8th rank spirit stone that could release saint-level power? That attack just now. Did you put yourself on the line too? I nearly drained my core. Now I have to build up evolution points from scratch again. Just like when I swallowed red sun medicine in the alchemy room. But this time, I started higher. Rank 7 guaranteed. I just can't pull that again for now. What about you? Why didn't you tell me about your curse? Everything about the Ice Emperor clan's destruction. And the founding patriarch using 99 corpses to forge the immortal sword, every word. She remembered word for word. The last adult Ice Emperor of the Ice Phoenix clan was my mother. She died after giving birth to me. It wasn't childbirth complications. The curse in her bloodline struck while she was giving birth. With her last bit of strength, she sealed my bloodline inside my infant body, so I could survive. The price was that after he died, his remains were taken by the sect to give the sword you saw today. The Ice Emperor's sword, its final tempering. So I've known since I was little that the blood in me isn't ordinary. My father is the sect leader, but he never taught me swordsmanship. The elders taught me. They all told me, Kingan, you're the sole heir to the Ice Emperor bloodline. You must master the Ice Emperor sword art, or you'll disgrace your mother. No one ever mentioned the curse. A sheet of paper was hidden in my father's diary. It said, on the day the bloodline awakens, test it first in a distant branch relative. That means the day my master took me in. He'd already planned that when I awakened, he'd first test whether the curse could be lifted on a distant relative. If not, he'd find another way. No one knows. Later, that distant relative died the day they tested the curse. My father had his body buried in the sect's martyr's grove. His memorial tablet said, Martyr of the Age. That night, I tied my own sword tassel to that tablet. No one knows. He knew what he needed least, was people telling him to grieve less. What he needed was someone who, after hearing this, wouldn't look at him with pity. Why did you come here alone? Because ever since I was little, my father told me never to show weakness. The sect leader's seat could be taken at any time. Any sign of weakness would become a weapon against him. I'm the sect leader's only daughter. I'm heir to the Ice Emperor bloodline. I'm the strongest disciple of this generation. I can't need anyone. But now you know. I have less than a century left to live. I've never told anyone this. He looked at the pale blue curse mark between Luo Kingan's brows and suddenly understood something. Going to the ghost market wasn't a rash decision, nor was it a blind struggle born of despair. He was someone who'd never had a way out. Walking alone was the only thing he knew how to do. Now I know. He spread out his stone sense, instinctively trying to sense his surroundings, only to find he had just a few evolution points left. That attack just now nearly. I drained his core energy. Now he can barely hold this form. There's nowhere near enough to activate spiritual sensing. The Ghost Gate sect is here. Their leader is at the peak of Devouring. Come at me if you've got the guts. What kind of skill is bullying a rock? That kid from earlier. Hand over the spirit stone in your hand. I'll spare the woman beside you. He could feel the person behind him breathing. Soft and steady. No fear. No panic. Just getting slower and slower. As if he were building up something. What did you just say? He saw an energy core as large as an entire spirit vein, compressed down to the size of a person. It was sending out hundreds of spiritual pulses at once. Each one scanned in every direction, tracking the token aura of that black-robed Ghost Gate sect elder at the auction house. More than 20 people are surrounding the inn right now. They're Ghost Gate sect disciples' token auras. And on the other side outside Blackwind City, a fading trace of teleportation. That Zhou guy, Wanjian, the great master's whereabouts. All signals return to his true body at once. The last bit of evolution points in him, driven by blind rage, directly unlocked an ability that had never Been triggered before. Say that again. Why, you're eating my spirit beast? No, the aura scent on you is exactly like that black-robed old man from earlier. He blew off one of my arms. You pay for it. This peaked Devouring sword elder was having his lifelong sword intent drained by a boy barely able to take human form. Ah, I'll play with you. My hands back. The joints, used to the weight, moved nimbly, almost revealing a hint of greed, as if he'd just swallowed a whole furnace of pills, then starved for 3 days. Your hand grew back? Yeah, that Ghost Gate elder had decent cultivation. Enough to fully restore my right arm and evolution points. When you stood in front of me, did you know his cultivation was a whole major realm above yours? I knew. Then why did you block him? You're the last living heir of the Ice Emperor bloodline. You carry the Ice soul-stealing intent. Your sword-slashing curse is still not lifted. That crazed mark between your brows. When I broke down his aura, I sensed a deeper response. That response wasn't spiritual sense. It belonged to the part of him that was once human. Ghost Gate sect. Don't wait till tomorrow. Before dawn today, all of Blackwind Domain will know. A black-clad boy of unknown origin, drained with one palm strike. 200 years of a Ghost Gate elder's cultivation. Killing above his realm. Not through a cultivation art, not through a magic weapon. Just by devouring? When the news reached deep into the ghost market, Ghost Gate sect pulled its branches from 3 auction houses overnight. Run as fast as you can. I'll return to my true body and rest. Don't disturb me before dawn tomorrow. Tomorrow we go to Central State. He changed back.
He wasn't like this just now.
Let him rest. Xia Ying, that cloth bag is full of my crumbs. You pick them up every time I shed. You've been collecting them for almost a year. You told me to pick them up. I didn't tell you to. You wanted to do it yourself. I was afraid you'd break so badly one day. I couldn't put you back together. Come on. We leave for Central State tomorrow. Sign up for the arena early. Go late, and you won't get a ranking number. Who's that boy? Don't know. But Luo Tianhen. Why does that little dragon look like a sword cultivator? He's not even wearing a sect robe? A rogue cultivator? How does a rogue cultivator dare enter the Heavenly Dao Island arena? The first time the stone on that sword tassel flashed in the spirit vein secret realm, the rhythm of that aura shift matched this man's breathing exactly. Don't use the Ice Emperor bloodline at full power. He's already at Crimson Blood Mountain. This isn't the ice fields. The hand gripping the sword shifted slightly. He also held back 30% of his strength. Luo Qing'an didn't use his full power. He only used 60% of the Ice Emperor memories. Who exactly is the boy beside him? Before boarding, he even reminded him to rein in his sword aura. Under Heavenly Dao Arena rules, artifact spirits cannot compete on their own. They must recognize a master who registers them. Do you have a master? My own master. Let's fight. Next. What he used. It wasn't magic. He drained all the spiritual power from everyone opposite him. That black aura didn't lie to me. That boy isn't human. He's the stone spirit that gained sentience after swallowing a soul-nourishing pill. He'd long guessed this stone would appear beside Luo Qing'an again. He'd waited a long time for this moment. Presiding Elder, I report him. Li Fan is not a cultivator like us. He's a spirit stone that gained sentience after escaping from the demon refining pill room. At 9 Heaven Sword Sect, he posed as a crippled servant. He consumed Ice Phoenix venom in the sect's spirit beast stable. He used a pill furnace in the secret realm to temper himself. In the residue of a Foundation establishment pill from my uncle, he completed his first 3 stages of evolution. I have Sword Sect image stones as proof of all this. Now Ghost Gate sect has confirmed it too. That boy isn't human. He's a spirit stone that gained sentience. By the rules set jointly by the 7 holy lands of the great wilderness, a sentient spirit stone is not a cultivator but an artifact. Artifact spirits cannot compete. Artifact spirits must recognize a master. Their master must register them. He cannot stand on this arena. Does Li Fan admit he is a spirit stone's formation? I'm a spirit stone that gained sentience. I evolved from common spirit mineral slag to who I am today. I've helped alchemists make pills. I've drawn poison from an ice phoenix. I've saved disciples of the righteous path. I've also taken out Ghost Gate sect killers. Today, standing here, I only want to ask my own question. An artifact spirit is still an artifact spirit, no matter how well he speaks. An artifact spirit should recognize a master and be refined. He's not anyone's artifact spirit. He's my Tao companion. 3,000 years ago, the elders of the Frost Red clan also stood before an outsider like this and announced to everyone, this person was the Tao companion of our Frost Red clan chief. 3,000 years later, that ancestor who wanted to wipe out the clan. But Changhua in the sword remembered that scene. The sect leader's daughter became Tao companions with a stone. Recognizing a master happened today. Becoming Tao companions happened last night. You can come challenge him. Or you can challenge me. He had prepared all the evidence, all the rules, all the arguments. But he never expected him to publicly tie, recognizing a master to being Tao companions. That way, his accusation that he secretly took an artifact spirit as a helper was completely blocked by the status of Tao companion. He wasn't admitting what others forced onto the stone. He was telling everyone. He was never anyone's artifact spirit. He's the Tao companion he fought to become. Heavenly Rankings First Snow Group 8. Li Fan advances to the finals. This station does not handle disputes between Tao partners. Those things you just said, were they just to shut Zhou Yangchu up? Or were they true? All of it? All of it, he just said. He helped righteous sect disciples draw out poison and took a wound for Ice Phoenix. Does that mean he helped junior sister Luo? Does that mean he saved people from sect leader Feng? You keep harping on him being a rock? Where were you when the rock was saving people? Ice Phoenix, spirit artifact or not? He won, so he should advance. The semifinals lasted 2 whole days. In the quarterfinals, I faced Meng Ran of Divine Ice Peak. I'm done. Fighting you waste too many runes. Junior sister Luo, please show mercy. You lasted a few more moves than last time. You've improved. I concede. Li Fan wins the final. Li Fan, number 1 on the heavenly rankings. Number 1 on the heavenly rankings. May I ask a question? The curse of the Ice Emperor bloodline. How can it be completely lifted? The Ice Rainbow clan received this divine decree 3,000 years ago. The Immortal Realm's Ice Lotus. At the peak of the western region, the Immortal Realm fragment beyond Mount Tianmen, the Ice Emperor's tomb. That's the final resting place of my mother's people. And the end of your curse. Before going to the Immortal Realm fragment, we need to return to Central Province first. The third prince owes me a favor. The news about that 8th rank spirit stone at the last auction was spread with his help. To enter the Immortal Realm fragment this time, we need the secret key of the Ice Emperor clan. He found where the key is. When did you meet the third prince? At the alchemy room. Manager Zhao brought him by once. He said his estate needed a spirit stone that could suck up furnace ash. How much else haven't you told me? A lot, like I can fly now. Just not very steadily yet. I'll tell you on the way to Central Province. I have 2 shiken left in this form. I'll explain everything that's happened these days. My true form isn't very stable during teleportation. Your waist is just right to keep me steady. Let me hang on for the ride. The immortal aura here is too dense. My spirit sense is being disrupted over a wide area. I can only sense a few miles nearby. Then let's move forward. The bottom of the lake isn't an immortal vein. It's a prison. So many lingering souls fill nearly the entire lake bed. Chains pierce their spirit bodies. They can't break free. They can't fade away. They can only slowly burn away their remaining spirit power to send energy to the lotus stem bit by bit. This process of draining their own spirit veins to force another life to mature has lasted 3,000 years. Every lingering soul's spirit body is so faint their faces are almost invisible. But they still hold the poses they had in life. Some have their hands folded over their chests. Some shield loved ones beside them, long turned to dust. Some have their eyes open. Some have them closed. But not one is at rest. The lingering souls that appeared share the same source as those at the lake bed. They're the last surviving members of the Ice Emperor clan. His clansmen, his family, his blood relatives. You're a descendant of the Ice Emperor. Their 3,000 years of wandering and waiting all led to the young woman before them, and the family carrying the other half of her bloodline has only just begun to be crushed. I'm Luo Qingyan. My mother was the last adult Ice Emperor of the clan. I'm her daughter. Was your mother's name Luo Shuang? He had never, before outsiders, mentioned his mother's name. That name, throughout the Nine Heavens Sword sect, was deliberately erased from its records. Only in the hidden pages of father's diary did it appear once as his wife who died of illness. Yet a lingering soul here called out that name directly. Yes. Luo Shuang. The Ice City seal on you. It was too late, and then it changed. I objected in the temple then. I said that sword sect man carried blood energy, but he wouldn't listen. He said he didn't believe in fate. It was an ancient bloodline resonance, nearly lost. His blood to these spirits who have lost their remains for 3,000 years is still a spark that can briefly break the seal. But my mother left me something. She left me a bloodline that the curse hadn't sealed shut. With her last strength before she died, she sealed the core bloodline inside me. It's not a complete Ice Emperor bloodline. It was altered by her, modified, so my curse won't strike right away. It'll wait till my bloodline fully awakens. He gave me time to break the curse. Immortal realm laws forbid consuming immortal seeds, but death energy is locked in the ice lotus roots. The laws don't cover the realm of death. Drain all the death energy from the lotus root chains. About a full day. My true form must stay at the lake's center. It can't move. During that time, it could be hit by space debris from the immortal realm fragment's edge. Someone needs to stand guard. I'll do it. Don't take too long. This is the Ice Emperor clan's best Twin Heaven sword array from 3,000 years ago. Residual Soul's sword intent forms its base. The Guardian's bloodline is its core. It needs no spiritual power. It needs no array disc. As long as the Guardian stands in it, the sword barrier will never fall. When his bloodline senses the lake bed, and that boy consuming energy, it'll instinctively stir his spiritual power. Each time his stone marks at the lake bed drain a death energy chain in the depths, his heart pounds hard. It's not pain, it's resonance. The gold lines on the stone shell and ripples on the ice lake flicker at the same rate. Each flash speeds up a little, like someone turning up a lamp. 12 shiken ago, he watched that boy return to his true form and leap into the lake without hesitation. That thin ice blue ring the closing lake surface stirred up still hasn't left his mind. He knew that stone wouldn't die. From mine waist to a 7th rank crystal core, he survived the pill furnace, survived the secret realm, and survived Ghost Gate's sex siege. But every time he returned to his true form and sank into the dark, he still felt an unspoken dread. That dread wasn't from doubt. Quite the opposite. It came from all the times he proved he was the only one in this world he could trust. And when someone like that sank into the deepest dark, he hated his curse more than ever. He couldn't share the burden. His mind had blurred 3 times already. A 7th rank spirit crystal's true form, after devouring 23 immortal spirit threads in a row, finally showed its first crack. It was thin, spreading along the golden script, from the shell's left edge to its center, like a light blade mark on jade. The system alerts had popped up countless times. In just 12 shiken, the evolution level shot from rank 7 to peak rank 8, then fell back to rank 7, then surged again, then dropped again. His mind blurred 3 times. Every completed absorption came with a fierce energy tide. The stone shell had to bear immortal spirit energy and death energy's corrosion at once.
It cracked, healed, then cracked again.
Like a city bombed and rebuilt over and over. The moment cracks appeared, the system drove devouring energy to mend them. But the repairs were now slower than the cracks. Only 7 chains remain. About 6 shiken. Any movement outside? 2 people are coming from the southeast. Their steps are quick. Their sword aura feels familiar. They're from 10,000 Swords Peak. Who? I don't know one. The other is Zhou Yunhe. Did your senior brother Zhou put a tracking talisman on your sword? Not a talisman. It's sword bone. He stole my sword tassel. It carries residual Ice Emperor sword bone resonance. When we get back, I'll wash your sword tassel for you. Leave long enough to surface first. The Twin Heavens barrier can stop a peak Dao Slayer, but not 2 of them. When one sword aura struck the barrier, it hummed with Ice Emperor sword bone resonance. That's the one who stole the sword marrow. He made recoiled talismans from that stolen bone resonance. They're made to break Ice Emperor clan barriers. This sword mark isn't his. It belongs to the Ice Emperor. He personally sealed 3,000 years ago. He needs no accessories. He himself is a sword vessel. The one behind you? Aren't you going to give your name? Junior sister Luo, I told you, not to carry everything alone. Now you're guarding this place alone. Even that stone is gone, with 1 sword and an outdated sword vessel array. He's not gone. He's doing what you'll never do at the lakebed. You stole my sword tassel, copied the Ice Emperor sword's bone resonance, and got recoil talismans. But you've stood outside the barrier, without daring to strike. Because you're waiting. The one behind you is waiting too. The Ice Lotus is almost ripe. He had watched countless sword sect sword combat classes. Each time he ranked a few places below Luo Qing'an, but each time he used one more dirty trick than her. This strike has 3 stacked recoils. It avoids the Ice Emperor sword head-on, and locks onto his old wound. Grandmaster, you promised me. I promised to help you reclaim the Sect Master's Peak. You've already received what I bestowed on you. Your recoil talismans and this sword. Next. You must prove if you're worthy. The Ice Lotus wasn't prepared for you. The Twin Heavens sword array once blocked Master Jiushin 3,000 years ago. But that man's cultivation has long surpassed what his mother's notes described. This is Master Jiushin, founder of the 9 Heavens Sword Sect, who led the slaughter of the Ice Mine clan 3,000 years ago, the owner of that immortal sword. He came himself, that pure white energy refined from immortal essence, flowed back from the lakebed through the lotus stem, then burst into countless fine golden threads. The threads pierced the liquid immortal essence, and slowly gathered above the misty rainbow bridge, into a vague human shape. The Ice Lotus has been fully consumed. The stamen's energy can neutralize the blood-soul lock. The petals can restore the bloodline's source. The curse can be broken. An 8th rank spirit stone can take human form. No wonder the first batch of soul-nourishing pills I left in the sword sect's pill chamber were all eaten by you. So it was you. I've guarded this lotus dais for 3,000 years, awaiting its bloom. You dare swallow it today. Later I'll personally pry each lotus petal from your stone shell. That sword shard was left to me by the Ice Emperor clan. You destroyed it. That ice lotus was raised with the Ice Emperor clan's residual souls. You drained it for 3,000 years. My mother was the Ice Emperor clan's last heir. You forged his remains into a sword. Standing before me, you're not talking to a spirit stone. You're talking to the Ice Emperor clan's heir. The golden light is still spreading. Wait a little longer. The binding yin energy will fully fade. If you want to fight, then fight. I won't let you harm my kin or my Tao companion. I used it to suppress the ice spirit back then. I never thought that after 3,000 years, you still weren't fully dead. The petal energy is constantly compressed to heal the sword wound still bleeding on his left shoulder. Now there's just one last step. Before he fully transforms, he must hold off Master Jiyushin Kingen. How much longer do you need? 3 breaths. That's enough. For 3,000 years, he hasn't met anyone who could face him head-on and take a single strike from his sword. The last was the final chief of the Ice Emperor clan, that woman he sealed inside his ring. Before she died, her bloodline power once forced him back. You're asking to die. You look like your mother. I used to touch her like this too, when she fell while skating. This is the Ice Emperor curse. Trade your life for your wounds. You wiped out my whole clan back then to forge your immortal sword. You don't need to live long. Just remember who stabbed you with this sword. Though his niece now wields the Ice Emperor's leftover power from 3,000 years later. That sword intent, lifted by all the clan souls, makes his ring shake violently. That suppressed remnant soul is willing to burn away every chance at reincarnation, just to break this sword's seal again. Lotus core energy has entered your body. The blood-soul lock has been neutralized. The curse is lifted. The petal energy has healed your left shoulder too. Next time, don't block a sword with your shoulder. I pass the clan chief's seat to you. And the sword too. The ice lotus pot. And broken ice lake behind our home. And that boy. I like him. I never approved when Luo Shuang got married. But I approve of this one. It's been 3,000 years. You should rest now. Leave it for now. Give it back when he returns. Master Jiyushin has been defeated. The Ice Emperor clan's 307 remnant souls ascended today. From this moment on, Ice Emperor blood will no longer be spirit vessel material for any sect, nor anyone's curse. The sword of past sect leaders. I take in the Ice Emperor clan's descendants. The Nine Heavens Sword sect owes me a public apology. And a new scabbard. The old one is buried in the mine with 99 corpses. It's too cold. So where are you going next? This stone has kept track of everything since it was slag. You were forging tracking talismans. I'll pile all the mine's waste rock and slag at your alchemy room door. I can see the Heavenly Tao Arena final. The top spot on the Young Heaven rankings is yours. What do you want to ask the Heavenly Tao? Sweetheart, you already conceded the last final. This time, I want to stay. For the sacred flame in the temple. The star mark on your face is deeper than before. Did someone call you while it was being carved? Yeah, midway through transforming, I heard him call me. The mark appeared before I could finish.